women. An investigation has revealed that the Noose found hanging in the garage of NASCAR's only full-time black driver on Sunday, that Noose had been there since last year. That is our breaking news here on SportsCenter. The investigation, which was handled by the FBI as well as state and local authorities, has revealed that the Noose had been there again since last October at least, and that no federal crime was committed.
I want to hear now from Bubba Wallace himself. He is back with me tonight. Bubba, good evening to you. I think you've handled this like a champ, and I'm appreciative that you came to speak to us tonight, because we first talked about the Confederate flag on this show and many other issues. So again, thank you. So much has happened just in the last few hours. A federal investigation shows that this wasn't a hate crime. Talk to me about what's going through your head. How are you feeling right now?
I'm pissed. I'm mad because people are trying to test my character and the person that I am and my integrity, and they're not stealing that away from me, but they're just trying to test that. And as a person, Don, that doesn't need the fame, doesn't need the hype, doesn't need the media, I could care less. I could give two craps about that. But to sit there and read, and that's my problem. I'm reading too much into it and investing too much time into it. I am.
Don't
I
do
know.
that.
I know. I'm trying hard not to, and after tonight, I'll probably turn my phone off. Unfortunately, until about 7:30 in the morning, where the interviews start back up again, and we get to it all over. But Don, to hear my side of the story, and I don't mean to steal your spotlight of the show, but my side needs to be heard. I don't know what time it was, about 5:30, 6 o'clock on Sunday evening after the race has been called. Garages are closed. My crew is on a plane back to North Carolina. I was about to go out to dinner with a couple of fellow competitors, and we were talking about what time we were going to leave, where we were going, and I get a phone call from, I'm in my motorhome. I get a phone call from the president, Steve Phelps, and it's a phone call, Don, that I'll never forget. It's one of those phone calls where you can automatically tell within the first couple seconds that something's wrong. Mm-hmm. And it immediately made me think of, what did I do? What am I getting suspended for? Like, what did I say wrong in an interview, whatever it was? And so I'm thinking all the bad things or whatever it could have been that I had done, whatever I said. So he's like, we need to talk in person. So I'm like, okay. So he walks down the motorhome, opens up the door, and the look that he had on his face alerted me in a way that I'll never forget as well. And it's still thinking like, okay, what did I do? Let me know. And now, mind you, I got to the racetrack at, I don't remember what time, 9:30, 10 o'clock, and slept all day just because that's all we were able to do, go straight to my motorhome. That's the only place where I'm allowed to go. I'm not allowed to be in the garage. Mm-hmm. But the conversation that I had with Steve Phelps was, I would say, and I'm speaking for him, I would probably say one of the hardest things, if not the hardest thing he's ever had to tell somebody. Tears rolling down his face, choked up on every word that he was trying to say, that the evidence that he had brought to me that a hate crime was committed, quote unquote. And I immediately thought my family was in danger. And so I was about ready to call my mom and dad and to make sure everybody was okay. But it was in the garage stall that our car was at. And so I was kind of like taken back and not really comprehending everything. I was just like, what? But the way that I was communicating, like Steve was communicating to me that everything was going on, it showed the testament to him and the character that he has and how he's representing the sport and how he wants to stand up for what's right. And he's not going to tolerate any racist acts or anything. And I stand behind Steve. I stand behind NASCAR. And like they said in their statements, if it happened again, they wouldn't change anything. They would do it all over again. Well, but I never seen the Noose. I never reported it. Like I said, I was going to dinner.
Let me jump in here, Bubba. Because no one is accusing you of doing anything wrong. And the knuckleheads who are criticizing you, no, but you can't worry about that. Not anyone with any sense. And fair-minded people are not accusing you of doing anything wrong. You were simply reacting to what the head of NASCAR told you happened. Now listen, this is how I feel about it, okay? And people can think what they want. Did NASCAR get it wrong? No, I shouldn't say that. Did they jump the gun? Maybe, yes. But I am extremely happy with what, and I think most Americans are, what NASCAR is doing.